Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the KotLC Fanbase channel. My name is Joey and today we are bringing another episode of what I think is your guys' favorite series, KotLC Confessions. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you're excited for these confessions and comment down below once you're done watching what was your favorite confession. Now let's jump into the first confession. I kind of ship Dex and Linh because I think they would be cute together. I've been saying this for a long time. If Dex and Bianna doesn't work out, the next best thing is Dex and Linh because they kind of both have like soft, laid-back personalities, I guess. And I actually did make a fan fiction on Dex and Linh, so I am on board, but my number one priority though is Dex and Bianna. Okay, stay with me here. This is a long one, but it's crazy. I hope you read this. I hate every single character, but not Keefe. Keefe is my baby. After reading this, I have high standards. If my boyfriend really loves me, he would dye his hair blonde and put in some ice blue contacts and rename himself Keefe. Duh, I have a full body pillow of him and I have multiple photos of him in my room, and my room is ice blue, and I have a shrine for Keefe and I kiss it, all the Keefe stuff in my room, good night. But literally every other character is annoying and spoiled. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if this one is like, if they're being real, but I don't have that much to say to you. Might want to tone it down a little bit because I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if this is healthy. But yeah, I also do like that your room is ice blue. My room is, I mean, it's kind of like light blue too, so that's cool. Okay, I hope you read this confession, but I have listened to the KotLC series over 3,000 times. And like, I can recite the first book off the top of my head. I am so serious right now. I cannot make this up. I'm inclined to believe you just because like, you made it a point that you're not joking about this, and 3,000 times, that seems like an exaggeration, but I don't know, can that be true? But that is insanely impressive. Like, I cannot recite even like the first page of any book at all. Like, I can go through the plot, but reciting it, no. I'm so sick of people saying like another book cover without Dex, and it's so annoying. Like, there are more characters than just Dex that were not put on the cover. This is so true. For example, Bianna, she's only been on one cover. Why is there not people saying Bianna should be on another cover? Because I think she should. But that's just an example. Like, Dex isn't even like that relevant anymore, to be honest. Why would he be on a cover? I feel like Elysian is the keeper of the lost cities. Shannon said she had been leading up to Elysian since she started the series, so it makes sense to me that she would hint at it in the book name. I actually haven't heard this theory before, and I do like it because I always thought, like, in my head that like Sophie was supposed to be like the next keeper of the lost cities. It's such a broad name. Like, at this point, I don't even know if it's connected to the books or it's just like a cool name, because they did mention what a keeper is in like the first book. Like, they hold the secrets. And Elysian being the keeper of the lost cities, she holds all the secrets. That is pretty cool, and that would be a good reason why she's locked up. So I do like this theory. There's this kids theater company near me that's doing Harry Potter and Percy Jackson inspired plays. So my friends and I, and with the company's permission, are making a KotLC play for the company to perform. That is really, really cool. I want to see more of this, and if you like have any more information about this, because I want to like see if maybe this was recorded or not, or because like I want to see this because this is cool. I think that the KotLC movie would be better as an animated series. That way they could stick closer to the plot. I think they should make as few changes as possible to the plot, otherwise they're gonna mess it up badly. It would be really funny if it was a full-on anime, and by full-on I mean translate into Japanese, get a Japanese animation team working on it and everything. KotLC as an anime would be cool. KotLC as anything, honestly, movie, animation, whatever, would be so cool, and the fact that it's probably gonna happen is just amazing. But moving past that, honestly, animated would be a lot better. It would give us a lot more like freedom to do, kind of, the animation team can do whatever they want. But yeah, there's definitely, like, in the future, I would definitely want to push for like an animated series or something like that. By the way, I mean this in the nicest way possible. Do not mean to insult or offend you, okay? But why did you get so much trivia wrong in the trivia battle? Those were all easy questions from only reading the series 3 times, except for a few what is the pages on questions. I was able to get all of them correct when the last time I read the series was a few months before that. Sorry if this sounds way too much like I'm bragging. I do not mean it that way. I don't mean to insult you. The thing is, as much as we run a KotLC channel that is 100% dedicated to KotLC, honestly, like, I'm gonna be utterly honest with you guys. The last time I read like books like Everblaze to like Legacy was probably like 5 years ago. I've only read Legacy like once, and that's when it came out. Like Flashback, I honestly don't know if I could go through the plot of Flashback. And I don't know if that's a bad thing, because like I retain certain really big plot points, and also I retain like really small trivia facts that I just randomly know for some reason because they're like fun facts. Overall plot points from like in the middle of the series, I've only read those books like once or twice. And I know that might seem crazy, and I really do need to reread the series, but that's why some trivia just escapes us. And that goes to the same for everyone, I think. Like, I've only read Starloon once, and I remember very little of it. I think that Walker Scobell should play Keefe. I want to address this, but I kind of just don't want Walker Scobell to be Keefe. He's created his own character that he is Percy Jackson. Why would we want him to just play both? Like, we want someone else to be their own Walker Scobell. We want like a new actor, you know, to play the part of Keefe and become famous doing that. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't we want just like someone else rather than someone who's already made a name for himself being another character? But that's just what I think, you know. I don't really know anything. I haven't even watched the Percy Jackson series, I'm gonna be honest, so I don't know. I started KotLC a year after Starloon came out, so I just quickly read all the books and now I'm already exhausted waiting for the 10th book. You are very lucky. You only have to wait maybe like a year for the next book. Us veterans, us OGs, I read the series when Nightfall came out, and at that point we were getting one book every year, so it honestly wasn't even that bad. But once it got into lockdown, we've basically been waiting like 4 years for book 10. I'm like, that's crazy. So you have it good, okay? We had it really bad. This might be the coolest confession I've ever read on this channel. Let's do it. I know this is long, but stay with me. I'm an aspiring author, but instead of getting my life together and finishing writing my own book, which has been in the work for over 4 years, I'm instead spending my time writing KotLC fanfictions. I have at least 6 accounts on AO3, Wattpad, and other fanfic websites such as Quotev each, and I need an entire document for my details because my memory is not that strong. Most of my friends don't know about my KotLC obsession, but for a few of them that aren't allowed or refuse to get Wattpad or whatever and still like my writing, I have printed out my best and longest fan fictions, one of which has 300 or more chapters and over 200 million words, and I printed out 40 plus KotLC one-shots, binded them into one book, and sold these at school to friends, KotLC fans, and people at my book club. I've made over $200 from this. Altogether, I have just over 160 fan fictions, not including one-shots, spread over websites, 100 or more one-shots, and at least 50 works in progress of fan fictions hidden in the mysterious disk they call my Google Drive. I think I should really get working on my own book. Wow. I really respect the hustle because that is a lot of work. I have a question, like, are all the accounts like the same name, or are you just like going around creating like alt accounts, each with like a different name, and just releasing these fan fictions into the internet? Either way, I really respect the dedication and the grind because this is amazing. To be honest, I kind of find it annoying that the only ever teenage love life we hear about is Sophie's. I get it since the books are in her perspective, but surely there is more relationships in the KotLC gang. I find it highly unlikely that in a group of 10, 11 people, only 3 like each other. I know there's stuff being said about Beyond and Dex, but there isn't actually anything in the books about them liking each other apart from them holding hands once. Give us some more relationships, please, Shannon. This is so... I can't stress this enough how much I want this, and we're running out of page time to get this. I really want someone else to be in a relationship, and I hope it is Beyond Index, as you said in your confession, but really just anything at all. And as I'm saying, you know, we're running out of books to start this happening. And another thing I want to see is their match lists. Like, I want to see people opening up their match lists and reacting to them, and then stuff happening from there, winnowing galas, all that stuff that we've learned about but we've never actually seen. So yeah, I 100% agree with you. I really want to see this. Maybe book 10 we can pull it off. Maybe there's like an epilogue or something that has all this stuff. I don't know. This is not my confession, but it's my friend's. She just finished reading Starloon and she reread chapter 42 5 times so far. I saw her reading it the first time and she could barely breathe, but that's not the point. She said that she had hoped for more and wanted a YA or adult version of KotLC, like a YA novella of KotLC crew, but like a decade later. I don't know why she wants this, and I reminded her in the past that this book is for ages 8 to 12, and her argument was, well, they're not 12 anymore. I do agree they could act a little bit more mature, but I think that KotLC is good the way it is. Now, I'm gonna agree with your friend here, because when I first read the series, I was actually in the ages 8 to 12 range. Obviously now it's been like 6 years later, 7 years later, I've grown out of that. I was actually 11 when I started reading it and I'm almost 18 now. I do agree, I wish Shannon, I know she can't really do this at this point, especially considering like there's one book left or whatever. As Harry Potter did, it kind of transitioned from, you know, middle grade to young adult. It would have been so cool if KotLC could have done that. Is it just me, or does it look like Tam is flipping us off in the group photo? Alright, this is going to be the last confession. I've reread book 1, I think, 27 times. I started the series in December 2022, and I'm still not tired of it. I don't blame you. Book 1 is a very, very good book. It's honestly probably top 3 or top 4 maybe for me. It's the book that Shannon Messenger put the most time into, I feel like, because I think she wrote that for like 3 years or whatever. She kept revising it until it was like the best it could possibly be. So yeah, it's such a good book, just really good. So yeah, and that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like on the video, comment down below what was your favorite confession, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. I think only like 20% of you guys are subscribed, and I mean, you made it this far into the video, you should just subscribe. I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next video.